Yo, what's up, guys? You got Postgame here, coach of the New York Dreepys, with my Week 6 battle of the WBE. Now, if you guys aren't following WBE, basically, we're the only undefeated team. We're 5-0. We're going into our 6th game versus Pokemon John. You guys should check him out. His channel link is down below. Great content, awesome person. And, so we got... Well, this week is going to be fun. I mean, you guys already see the first Pokemon there, but basically everything comes off the bench this week. No member of the New York Dreepys will be benched after this week. Every single member will be played. I mean, I know y'all see Drakloak in front of you, but before we get into that, I just want to say that this merch that I have available is going to be done the end of February. So the 29th is the last day to pick up your New York Dreepy merch. If you want to pick it up, feel free to, because this weekend there's a code. If you use code SHOWERS with a 3, you can get 10% off. This lasts until Sunday. Teespring just loves to give me codes. I thought, we'd be done with them by now, but they just keep giving me codes. So I'm just letting y'all know, if you want to pick it up now for 10% off, this weekend's the time with code SHOWERS, but the link is down below. But like I said, this week, everything is coming off the bench. So we have Drakloak coming, Brook, Soul King, this week of the WBE. And the main reason is it has clear body, which is really good for sticky webs, which John does have, as well as it has a really good speed tier. It's faster than Gyarados at +1 with a Choice Scarf, which is why we're running that Choice Scarf. U-turn is actually really nice versus John's team as well, dealing heavy damage to things like Weavile, as well as just chipping away at Reuniclus and Goodra. And again, we do have Thunderbolt in our move pool, which allows us to revenge kill the Gyarados at +1 with a little bit of prior damage. The Outrage does 99% minimum to offensive Goodra. We have Fire Blast as well to 2-hit KO Beware. Of course, Drakloak doesn't really take any hits, but we're using it basically as an offensive check to Dragon Dance Gyarados. With the clear body, we don't care about that sticky web at all, and just using it as an offensive pivot. And some nice speed control too, versus the Weavile if it's not going for Ice Shard. I have to run the calc on Life Orb Ice Shard right after this. I'm pretty sure I damn near die. But yeah, it has a good speed tier, and Fire Blast also threatens Galvantula, which is really nice. And again, the Fluffy Beware if he wants to bring that. And also, it does some solid damage to his G-Max Corviknight. Next up, we do have Sanji, my Cinderace. And honestly, I was going to bring Choice Band this week because Choice Band Power Ball 2-hit KOs every Pokemon on his team except for Gyarados. Like literally every Pokemon besides Gyarados is 2-hit KO'd. But after thinking about the Sticky Web option and really wanting something that could be faster than Galvantula that threatens it, as well as still threaten Corviknight, I decided for the Heavy Duty Boots, and we're bringing the set that I love to run on this Cinderace. Pyro Ball, U-Turn, Taunt, and Super Fang. With Taunt, we can stop Dragon Dances, we can stop Calm Minds, we can stop Setup, except for Aromatisse because Aromatisse's ability blocks Taunt. But Super Fang allows me to get half off on things like Goodra, which was just my Power Ball, as well as Gyarados. The EV Spread allows me to outspeed a timid max speed Galvantula, but also an adamant max speed Weavile, so we punish him if he decides to go adamant instead of jolly. The 52 attack investment allows me to knock out Fluffy Beware. Apparently, I ran that calc and I was like, are you serious? Wow, damn. But it knocks out Fluffy Beware with Pyro Ball. And again, did I calc that wrong? I'm going to make sure as we're talking right now. But the defense and HP allow me to take a guaranteed 1 Life Orb Icicle Crash into a Life Orb Throat Chop from Jolly Weavile, guaranteed. So that allows me to, switch into that if I need to with this Pokemon. This game is going to be really interesting, that's for sure. But yeah, let me just make this boy level 50. There you go. And yeah, no HP. I'm running this calc right. It says Pyro Ball does 100 to 117% to no HP Fluffy Beware. So that's really nice for my Cinderace right there. Now, who's to say that he's going to be running the Fluffy, but if he doesn't, then he's not going to be able to take Brave Birds from my Corviknight later on. But that's the main reason behind Cinderace right here. We do have Chopper, my Piloswine, giving me Stealth Rock, giving me a nice answer to his Goodra, because Goodra is actually a giant threat to my team. This thing can also live a +1 Adamant Waterfall. It does 99% max, which is crazy. Piloswine's so bulky with the Violite. And we do have the Rock Tomb to guarantee break on max HP Gyarados to substitute, even after Intimidate. This is my Stealth Rocker, this is my Galvantula check, as well as a Weavile check, as well as a Goodra check for the team, and giving me Stealth Rock support. Ice Shard can be nice to pick off a weakened Gyarados, or chip away at Goodra if I'm about to go down. Obviously, Rock Tomb is super effective on Galvantula and Gyarados, as well as Weavile, but the main thing is being able to stop that Gyarados with setting up multiple Dragon Dances, and just doing a lot of damage to it in general for the team. One thing is that he may have Sticky Web, so like I said, so obviously Rock Tombing my opponent. My Cinderace doesn't care about Sticky Web. My Drakloak doesn't care about Sticky Web, but a few other members on my team do. So being able to even the playing field in terms of speed can really help out. Same thing, even Rock Tombing their Corviknight if they're not running Mirror Armor on it. Next up, we have Choice Band Haxorus. Man, everything is coming together. I got the Heavy Duty Boots in the race. I got the Choice Band Haxorus. We're running Choice Band Haxorus this week. And like I said, I was debating on running Choice Band Cinderace and Choice Band Haxorus. But we're running First Impression, Outrage, Close Combat, and Dragon Claw. Yes, completely walled by Aromatisse. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm not going to use this to deal with Aromatisse anyway. Choice Band, Close Combat, 2-hit KO with Adamant Nature, 2-hit KOs Corviknight, max HP Corviknight. Of course, he can Gigantamax, so that doesn't really matter. Outrage, nukes, Reuniclus. Even if it's defensive, it does like 80 to 90% to defensive Reuniclus, so it's beautiful. First Impression can pick off a weakened Gyarados if it survives Thunderbolt from my Drakloak, which is 100% possible. It actually never kills Gyarados, which is so sad. But I mean, I'm not going to use Thunder and miss. It's a debut, man. I can't have it missing. Though if it landed, it'd be fantastic. But Dragon Claw it means basically I don't have to lock myself into Outrage and get either Revenge Kill by Weavile or the Aromatisse. And then again, just First Impression in general is really good. This thing is faster than the Goodra. As well as Gyarados, if I am not mistaken. We're faster than Jolly Gyarados, which is a pretty big speed tier, considering Gyarados is a threat to my team, and I want it to be faster than that. That way I can hit it with a Choice Band attack. And of course, with the Mold Breaker, we don't care about the Fluffy on Beware, so we can nuke that thing with the Close Combat as well as an Outrage. It's just so strong, and I'm happy, man. I love, we got the OGs right here, man. I mean, it's only week 6, right? There's only 8 weeks in the regular season, if you guys didn't know, and then it goes into playoffs, which I believe I've confirmed playoffs no matter what. Even if I lose my next 3 games, I believe I'm confirmed playoffs. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good, but of course I want to try and win as many games as possible. Next up, we have Kuma Bartholomew coming off the bench as well. My Pangoro is really good here. The Iron Fist Drain Punch 2-hit KOs Corviknight. Darkest Lariat deals with the Reuniclus. Golurk in general is just really strong versus him. Gunk Shot deals with Aromatisse. We have Bullet Punch as well for some priority, which can pick off Weavile after Stealth Rock. So it's really solid here. It's actually really hard for him to switch into Pangoro. Likewise, it's very hard for me to switch into Goodra as well, but Pangoro's naturally bulky enough to live a Banded Icicle Crash from Weavile and knock it out with Drain Punch. Of course, with the Iron Fist, both Bullet Punch and Drain Punch are boosted. Only reason I'm not using Close Combat is just because it boosts Drain Punch enough to 2-hit KO Corviknight anyway, if it's just max HP. And I'm faster than Adamant Max Speed Golurk, and also a Corviknight if he's not running a ton of speed on it. But, you know, checking Trevenant as well. This Pokemon in general is just a really nice answer to Reuniclus, which is somewhat a problem to my team, especially if he wants to run like Calm Mind, Thunder, Psychic. Really, really good versus my team. So Pangoro can help deal with that. Even if he does have the berry for it, I'm still going to do a ton with Darkest Lariat. And the good thing about Darkest Lariat as well, it doesn't care about boost. So even if he's Acid Armor, Pangoro can just break right through that and do the maximum damage it would. But yeah, I'm excited to use this offensive Pokemon. When I drafted, I wanted to click Close Combat as much as possible, but a lot of the matchups didn't really call for Pangoro. But now this is definitely the one. This is definitely the one. Now, of course, his team is super threatening, though. Gyarados is a huge threat. The Goodra is a big threat, so I definitely have to play, I think, well and offensively, too, at the right moments. But we'll see how well we can do. But yeah, Life Orb just for that added oomph on Pangoro. And last but not least, we have Luffy. My leftovers Corviknight over here. A really fast Corviknight this week. We're actually faster than Jolly Max Speed Beware because Beware is that much of a problem to my team. We're running Bulk Up Taunt, Brave Bird, Roost. The taunt is so I don't care about his G-Max Corviknight. Basically, the tourney G-Max is I go out to Corviknight, I click Bulk Up a couple times. Unless he's running max speed on his, he won't be able to outspeed me. And then I taunt it after he's done with his G-Maxing. and he's forced to either attack me, which he's not going to do much because I have bulk ups under my belt, and I can roost stall him, and I have pressure as well to take his PP every single turn. This thing has 52 defense with max HP, allows me to guarantee take 2 Jolly +1 waterfalls. I also take 2 Bandit Icicle Crashes after a bulk up. So if Corviknight's in versus Weavile, Weavile goes for Bandit Icicle Crash, and I bulk up, I leg the next one. Of course, he can flinch me, but that is something that I just have to worry about. And then this thing also guarantees sets up on Aromatisse. Aromatisse doesn't do anything to it, so I don't really care about Aromatisse at all. Which is why I didn't care that Haxorus can't really touch it because I'm not going to stay in. I got Cinderace to do some damage with Power Ball and Super Fang. Unfortunately, I can't taunt it. Same thing with Corviknight. But I also got Corviknight just to set up some bulk ups on it. So of course I have to be careful about his pressure as well. But if Galvantula is gone and Goodger's weakened, he doesn't really have a lot that can deal with my Corviknight. And I'm not bringing Defog this week. I'm not. My Cinderace and my Drakloak, the main mons I need to be speedy, outspeed things. Haxorus has first impression for things that really do threaten it. And, of course, Piloswine and Pangoro are just naturally slower than a lot of Pokemon. So I think it's okay at the end of the day. But yeah, that's the team for today. Let's get right into the battle. All right, guys, so we're here with my battle versus Pokemon. Like I said, you guys should go and check out John. His channel link will be down below. And if you guys want to pick up the merch, if you use code SHOWERS with a 3 this weekend, you can get 10% off. That code ends Sunday. The merch does end on the 29th of this month. So looks like we started finally. Woo! So yeah, if I want to check it out, support the New York Dreepys. We're 5-0 right now. Hopefully 6-0 after this battle, but we'll see. He has a very scary team. Ooh, no Beware. No Beware. He does bring Aromatisse, so he's very weak to Pangoro. Weavile, Reuniclus, Aromatisse. My Corviknight's really good too. Aromatisse, Corviknight, Gyarados, and Galvantula. I always want to lead. I think in this game, my Cinderace, no matter what, it's faster than everything besides Weavile. And I have Brook, my Drakloak, to go into on the Gyarados if he leads off with it. And every bit of chip damage is going to be good for Gyarados too. Now, obviously, him being Aromatisse is a little bit annoying because it means I can't really spam moves with my Haxorus immediately. But I'll still do a good chunk to him as well. Yeah, I'll still do a good chunk to him, I think. Let me calc some of this stuff on Aromatisse. Have fun, John. God, close combat still does a lot to max HP. 38 to 45%. Of course, he could just be Fizz Def, but Fizz Def takes 26 to 30%. I should have ran Poison Jab, but I mean, I really wanted to do this. He does really off Reuniclus, which isn't too bad early on. Because Galvantula the threat. I'm just going to U-turn here immediately. This might be Trick Room. He might try and fire off a Focus Blast immediately too. That looks really, really, really defensive. So Trick Room could come up. I still like the immediate Piloswine here. Especially because he doesn't have Gardevoir. He does go right for Trick. What did he trick me? A Flame Orb? Choice Specs. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so I have a Specs on me, which isn't too bad. I'm still max Def, so I should be able to take a hit. And I'm going to get a Brock Snare for Gyarados. Violite. As he throws off a Focus Blast, he does connect. This shouldn't be able to knock me out, but it'll be really close. Yeah, so having this as like a sack for... I mean, that's really nice for his Galvantula and whatnot. You should easily be able to live a Psychic, which you should go for here. But the fact that Reuniclus will die to an attack from my Pangoro is great. So I can afford to play this a little bit risky, even though it's opening up Weavile versus me, for sure. So he does Psychic here, which is smart. Doesn't do too much. I'll just U-turn immediately. Psychic. Because he's putting me closer to Blaze. Psychic, Focus Blast. I didn't want a Pyro Ball immediately. I do get a crit. I'm really opening up his Galvantula though, don't get me wrong. But I mean, that can't break through Haxorus, so I'd rather sack this and then go off that. Because with this Mon being gone, oh my god, Bulk Up Corviknight has one answer, and that's Galvantula. That's nice. I go down there. I'm going to be able to bring out my my Cinderace one more time. And this time, instead of U-turning, I'm just going to throw off a Pyro Ball. Again, this is very strong versus team. And with Rocks up, Weavile gets checked by Bullet Punch. So we're going to throw off a Pyro Ball here. Being really quick with this game. I could have tried to pivot into the Corviknight and whatnot. I wonder if this is Regenerator. It might be Regenerator. But again, it's not an issue. Like losing my Eviolite early was pretty big. But yeah, something has to come in now on this as he goes Gyarados. So I get some nice chip on Gyarados. We do get the Rocks as well. And the Intimidate. Let's see if we get the Pyro Ball off. Lovely. Ooh, and I get another crit as well. As we do see leftovers on the Gyarados. So I get a pretty big crit right there. What I'm going to do is, for sure, U-turn out. Because right now it's looking like Pangoro is going to put in work. So we're going to U-turn out. That crit was really big. Again, I don't know if the Reuniclus is Regenerator. I'll put question mark. Regen. And again, we'll U-turn. I have Brook for a reason to be able to deal with this guy if he Dragon Dances immediately. And Brook can just Thunderbolt. I have First Impression as well on my Pangoro. And again, Pangoro coming out of the this week is going to be nice, man. Oh, best case for me, though, he actually just hard switches. He didn't bring Rocks, which is very important. I think we go hard out into my Drakloak here. This is a very fast-paced game. We're shiny because of Soul King. As he goes right for Dragon Dance. Time to reveal Choice Scarf, which I'm sure he'll see coming. But with Gyarados being that low, Brave Bird knocks it out anyway. I don't have to worry about it. Time to reveal the Choice Scarf Thunderbolt. I wonder if he thinks I'm Fizz Def. I would not mind this KOing. And he's just giving me Gyarados, so no Intimidate this game. Come on. Gyarados is so low too, he can't even take a Pyro Ball, which is great. It would just be a pivot. And that also just opens up my any attack from Pangoro. Like, actually. Hey, Brook picking up its first KO on Gyarados, exactly what it was supposed to. He still has Reuniclus. I crossed it out. Hey, what's a Gyarados to a Drakloak? That's so funny to me. So now, I mean, he could go Weavile. Galvantula is also a play as well. Galvantula kind of has free Thunders right now, so I would understand Galvantula too. We'll see if it's Heavy Duty Boots though, which I think makes a difference as well. Aromatisse is bulk up fodder. Galvantula, are you Heavy Duty Boots? You are Heavy Duty Boots. Good to know. So I think we go right out into Haxorus here. Because I'm assuming he get up Sticky Web. I don't care too much for Sticky Web because my Corviknight doesn't care about them. And neither does my Cinderace considering it's Heavy Duty Boots. But yeah, I got my KO with this Mon. I'm happy. Also, this Mon doesn't care about it either. Nice. He does go right for Thunder. Ooh. That crits me. Yo, the amount of crits in this game. We're going to go right for First Impression, just in case he tries to Bug Buzz me now. because that's going to do a lot to Galvantula. Nice. Ooh, and by a lot I mean 100%. All right, so Corviknight wins. That's amazing. Yo, Corviknight definitely can win. Depending on the Weavile set, though. If it's Swords Dance Protect, it can beat me. But having that first impression is really nice. God, Choice Band first impression doing that much, 100%. Yo! Alright, so Corviknight comes out. And this is exactly what I was talking about, in the sense that I always go hard into my... Rocks won't be up because of this, but I always go hard into my own Corviknight because I have the taunt. And it just depends if he's max speed or not, I feel. I'm assuming he might bulk up. He does defog. Defog. Huh. Defog? What? U-turn? Is he running the same one versus me? I feel like I just bulk up here. Also, he has no Pyro Ball switch-ins at this point. So, yep, we go for bulk up. As he does go for U-turn. Let's see how much Reuniclus is at. The fact that there's no Sticky Web up is so big too. But yeah, my bulk up mon is very scary. Aromatisse comes out. Does Aromatisse get tricked too? Huh. It might. I'm a little bit worried about that. Let me go into Haxorus and give it a choice ban if I can. Though I should save Haxorus for the Weavile if I'm being honest, but... Oh, we'll see how this works. We'll see how this play goes here. Because if Aromatisse also has Trick, then it's bad. Thunderbolt. Okay. Thunderbolt plus Moonblast. I'm going to double out to Cinderace because it deals with two things. His potential... First, I want to keep this for the first impression. But it deals with his potential Moonblast play, and I'll get into Blaze, which will hurt. I think I'll be close to Blaze anyway. And it also deals with Corviknight. Yep. Corviknight. Brave Bird doesn't kill me from the range I'm at, but Max Airstream Brave Bird will. I'm going to Pyro Ball here anyway. Because the regular Brave Bird won't kill me. And he has to G-Max, which gives me multiple bulk ups. I think if he G-Maxes, it gives me 3 bulk ups, so... And obviously the damage on his Corviknight's big too. I'm assuming he's Defog, Roost, U-Turn, Brave Bird. Again, having the what's it called alive, I should be good. Haxorus took 30. Like 30 HP from Aromatisse. I didn't even know Aromatisse got Thunderbolt. I was looking for like its options versus yeah, he does G-Max. Alright, so that's a max offensive Aromatisse for sure. So he G-Maxes, which should allow him to knock me out. If somehow he doesn't knock me out because of this, Like if it's like a weaker G-Max move, it's not Max Brave Bird. Then I'll be in Blaze. But no, it is a standard one. Oh my god, he put me in Blaze anyway. It's just so funny. I'm gonna keep this mon alive, why not? Go out to you and Brave Bird twice and bulk up twice. So that's so funny. So he puts me in Blaze, which was like about the calc said, yeah. I get 2 bulk ups here. I'm also wasting his Brave Birds, not that that matters as much. Also, +1 Brave Bird is a 2-hit KO on offensive. It's a 2-hit KO on offensive Aromatisse. So we'll bulk up here. I'm in Blaze now with my Cinderace, so I'll definitely knock out Corviknight. And I'll also knock out Reuniclus, and I'll knock out Aromatisse. Yep, there's a hard Aromatisse. So this +1 does 57 to 67 to offensive Aromatisse, which, based on the calc he did to Haxorus, it is about offensive, I would say. Just Brave Bird here. Yep, that's the calc it says. Oh, as he goes for Trick Room there. But I have first impression in the back, so I don't know how much Trick Room really helps. Plus I get to roost on his. I could roost, but then I risk him parrying me through, and I can roost later. So I'll just do this. Because Trick Room is actually strong for my Trick Room actually makes it really strong for my what's it called? Don't crit me. Thank you. It makes it really strong for my Pangoro. He doesn't paralyze me. Which I guess in this case wouldn't really matter. But we 2-hit KO the Aromatisse, which is great. Crit did not matter. As long as I have Luffy alive, I will be able to roost up on his. So Aromatisse goes down. My first impression looking very scary too. And at this point, I feel like I can just sack my my Drakloak to whatever he brings out. And then I'll go out into my Mon and click first impression. I would love if his Reuniclus actually doesn't have Regenerator. I don't know if that was Regenerator. Wait, that is Regenerator, right? So he sacked Drakloak here, did his job. There you go. Shadow Balls. Shadow Balls there, knocks me out. Smart, that covered everything. Bring out Haxorus now. Would he double this turn? How much turns of Trick Room are there? I'm gonna double this turn because I can first impression and I mean I guess he might actually stay in because first impression definitely knocks out Reuniclus. Oh, I switched first, which means he didn't. Yo, he got me. Did he get me? Oh, he almost got me. He almost got me. He almost got me. Very nice play, bro. I'm sorry about that. One turn of Trick Room left, huh? Alright, Cinderace is a sack because I could bring out my Pangoro and click Darkest Lariat. My bad, bro. That was a smart play. So if I first impression there, I guess what he was thinking, maybe he could SD up a Weavile. Or he just not... I'm so sorry, bro. Because now I basically am forced to kill. I am so sorry. I was not trying to dodge both. It was a really good play. Okay, good. Okay, he finally hits a Focus Blast. I guess all the misses were for Gator because he was not able to deal with Gator before. Well, I get to bring out Pangoro now. And click that Darkest Lariat. Sorry about that miss, John. I really am. I hope I click Darkest Lariat. Let's see. This Darkest Lariat picks up the KO. I guess it's not 100% over yet. Because I missed Pyro Ball as well, so I don't have an extra sack. But that Mon shouldn't be alive, so... No, Luffy shouldn't be alive. Well, yeah, no. Same thing. Is he going to go Weavile? Or he goes hard into the Corviknight? Okay. It depends on what Weavile set he brought, I think. My Drain Punch definitely picks up the KO on this. I'm a lot of speed on me as well. So I expect to outspeed him here. And Drain Punch definitely, that's max defense. So Drain Punch definitely should do about, I should have calced, but it should do about that percentage because that's really defensive. Yep. And it's boosted by Iron Fist, exactly. I think depending on the Weavile set, my play is to sack Corviknight. Depending on the Weavile set, of course. I think Haxorus knocks out offensive Reuniclus. No way. No way. I'm sorry. No way. You're having a Violate. You're not Solosis. There's just no way. So I'm assuming the Weavile is choice in some sort of way. But either way, I BP Weavile twice. I BP it once just in case of Sash. I don't know this item, but I think BP twice is my play. Just in case he flinches me if he's banded or something. I don't know his item, like I said. This is going to do about 70-something%. Yep. Low kicks. Is he banded? If he's low kick, protect T1. He is Life Orb. First impression has higher priority than Ice Shard. Yeah, so Bullet Punch was... I think he should have went out to Weavile first. I think he killed me from Weavile, but... it depends, I guess, on the Weavile set, too. Like I said, if it has, like, Feint... Or if it has... if it has Protect, it doesn't. So Haxorus finishes him up. Man, Haxorus was so strong in this game. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, John, by the way, man, about that Focus Blast dodge. That was definitely big. It let me waste turns. You made the good call. You made a really solid call expecting me to double. And it, unfortunately, well, well, you had predicted my Pangoro. Psychic obviously would have done it, but of course, he wouldn't have been able to do enough to me. So definitely wasn't my cleanest victory for sure. I'm not sure how the endgame would have gone. Obviously, Haxorus picked up a KO on both Reuniclus and... as well as on Weavile. Yeah, max HP, first impression to just max HP Reuniclus does 98 min to 116. Oh, no, never mind. It does more. It does 107% min. So, I mean, first impression Haxorus for sure for MVP here. Drakloak and both Pangoro coming off the bench did their job, which I'm very happy about. But, of course, dodging Focus Blast, you know, and that dodge having a huge role in stalling out Trick Room turns was big. So, basically, if I went for first impression there, and Weavile came back in, because it didn't have Protect, I would always save my... It doesn't have Pursuit either. I would always save my Haxorus and be able to go for that first impression, but it was still huge. Good game to John. I'm going to get him on video if we can. And yeah, he made a really good call. I don't know how the end game would have gone if I didn't have the extra sack. Like, the situation I was looking for is if Corviknight ever came in on the his own Corviknight, I got a Roost, and it was very hard for him to kill my Corviknight, but still, it doesn't feel good to dodge twice. But that is, I mean, I did the same thing versus Wolfie. But that's what happens when you use inaccurate moves. Guys, go ahead and check out John, like I said, and also if you want to check out the merch, the New York Dreepys are now 6-0, and if you use code SHOWERS this weekend with a 3, you can actually get the merch for 10% off. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll try and get an interview with John, but yeah, we'll see you. All right, guys, so we are here for the post-game interview, and I have Pokemon with me. You can say what's up.
What's going on?
Yeah, so we just had our game. Obviously, Haxorus for MVP, but Aromatisse really sneaking in there. The early trick was amazing with Reuniclus. It was really nice.
I was pretty pleased with that. I put a lot of time trying to figure out what do I do with all of his threats that I know will be in this game, but how do any of my Pokemon switch into it and still be able to not get absolutely destroyed? I mean, I think you saw the Wolfie game. Not a lot of phasing going around, so I need to make sure if I did bring Reuniclus, not only can it be offensive, but it can also take hits. So I was trying to do so many different things, and I realized, okay, I can have a choice specs on there, cripple something, and still have the special attack to not just get set up on and lose.
That boy was fat too, taking hits all day. I just saw the CV spread, taking hits all day. That was really cool. I didn't know Aromatisse got Thunderbolt. I was looking for the first thing I looked for was Mystical Fire, and I just stopped looking at it. Like, I'll be honest. I was debating like bringing Iron Head over Gunk Shot, but just the power difference is huge.
Yeah, that was something I had to bank on just with this, because I knew if you did have poison coverage, which made sense, and I have the berry, I can set that up at the right time at the end of the game and I'd be good. It's just with that Corviknight being such a threat, I knew if I let that thing get set up, it's over. I have to just go for it. He switched once. Switch again, please. Switch again.
Yeah, when I saw Galvantula just drop, I was like, oh man. So that was a roll, guys, by the way. It was 92 to 109, so it was slightly in my favor. I didn't even know it killed, so I was like really surprised that it dropped either way. But when I saw it drop, I was like, damn, Gyarados gone too. He has nothing to kill Corviknight.
Yeah, I know first impression's an option, but I just didn't expect. First, I didn't expect it to kill, and then since I didn't expect it to kill, I don't think there was any way you just keep it in, go for that, and
yeah.
I quickly realized, oh no, Corviknight, oh no.
the what's it called? Reuniclus really threw off my defensive game plan, because I get up rocks and then obviously use that to at least pivot once into Galvantula, which is a big thing. And I didn't really care too much if he got webs up, because my Cinderace had heavy duty boots, Drakloak had clear body, and my other Pokemons are basically slower, and Haxorus's main role is to click person. Like, I literally brought Haxorus walled by Aromatisse because its main role was to click first impression in this game and in close combat. I was like, and I'll just go Luffy on Aromatisse and deal with that. But I mean, I'm happy that the everything's off the bench now and they both got kills. But at what cost?
That's the big thing. I mean, honestly, the biggest thing for your team might have just been that Drakloak, because I'm not going to prepare for that. Your team is so scary. You haven't dropped the game and you bring the same mons almost every time. I have to be aware of what it does. I'm not going to expect Drakloak. I did actually expect Angora. I was really confident I'd see that.
Yeah, it's good versus you.
But I didn't think you'd bring two mons you haven't brought all season like this.
I mean, I feel like my Orbeetle wasn't as strong here. Galvantula with strong Bug Buzzes, your G-Max, and Weavile kind of threw me off. I guess it could have been okay in this scenario, but I'm not sure. I didn't like it as much. And Eldegoss didn't sound good. Even just because you have Corviknight, I didn't want to bring Gardevoir either, because Gyarados is faster than potentially. Well, if you ran Jolly, Gyarados is faster. And I'm sorry for critting your Gyarados, by the way. I guess if you Dragon Dance that turn after and didn't switch, it didn't make a difference. But still,
right?
This thing does not kill 0 HP Gyarados from Modest. I'm Rash Nature too. I'm surprised you didn't bring Specs Gudra. I thought that was really, really strong versus me.
So I spent some of the most time team building this entire season just with Gudra and trying to come up with a set that really, really worked.
Yeah.
And there's just you can stare at a team and so many things outspeed it, and I just felt like there was going to be so many situations where I brought it in, maybe it takes a hit, but then it just goes down so quickly.
Yeah.
And in theory, it definitely could have done a lot of things, but especially Specs. I mean, if I pick the wrong move with Specs and a really good player like a you or obviously like a Wolfie or an MV takes advantage of that, it can just be game over with setup. So it's something I'm really taking into account. And with Weavile, that was the last thing I added. There's things on your team that can sponge hits, but matter
nothing,
what,
nothing likes it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Weavile's always a plus. Like, I EV'd my Cinderace to take both a Life Orb Crash into Life Orb Throat Chop always. But, like, which...
Well, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Like, I knew you'd have Mons that could take hits, but worst case scenario, Weavile will pressure you and outspeed things, and that's invaluable. I mean, Goodra, I just couldn't have a Mon that could potentially do nothing.
Yeah, when I saw no Goodra or when I saw no Goodra or Beware, I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to worry about those. Like, I EV'd my Corviknight to be faster than Jolly Beware because I was like, okay, I can taunt his Corviknight, so even if he tries bulk up Power Trip or anything crazy to me, you know, I'll taunt him and I'll pressure stall him, and I'll just bulk up to +6 in front of that. I was debating going for Roost in front of what's it called? In front of Aromatisse. I just didn't want to play around with Para because, I mean, in theory, I could stall you out a full Trick Room and end up at like 60% or so. Mm-hmm. But if I get full Para, I was worried about like what could happen in the end. But maybe I should have made that route because that would have provided me enough Pokemon in the back to allow no room for, I think, a win. But I feel like, I don't know, I thought like getting rid of that way I can click First Impression made more sense.
I mean, in theory, it works out better, but then there's more chances of things to go wrong. I think you probably did the exact right thing, because obviously, I mean, the Focus Blast, all the Mist, that do help, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not gonna like pretend I thought Ice Shard and First Impression were the same priority. I've never in my life decided, oh, let's look into First Impression and see the priority amount it has. It's just not something that's ever crossed my mind to do. I'm like, oh, that's a priority move. That's cool. So I don't think I play the end of the game any different regardless if I had that knowledge. But I was like, all right, I think Ice Shard, this could be it. Feels too easy.
Yeah. I wonder.
Was good.
I would like the turn you stayed in, by the way, with Ridiculous was fire. Because I know like my thought process. Obviously, I mean, we both know it, but I'll explain for the viewers. So if I First Impression and kill Ridiculous, I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think John can win from that part. But if he goes out into Corviknight and I First Impression, he could still U-turn and it gives him an extra kill. That's the way I saw it, right? Like, if you go that, you get an extra kill with Weavile or something like that. And I still didn't know, so I was like, okay, I'll bring Corviknight healthy just in case it's banned Weavile or something, and I mess up with my Haxorus, or even just getting in Haxorus in general. Like, I knew Haxorus was important, so I didn't want to click Close Combat predicting anything. It was either First Impression or Switch, I think was always going to be my play. And I was trying to think about what I could do after. I'm also like well, I mean, this is a personal thing, but I'm also on my own goal, which is to have the most time left out of everybody the entire season by the time my battles are done. So I think really quickly when I play, like my timer is probably like 8 minutes by the time this game was done, and I'm trying to have it like like over 7, every single time, which is stupid, but it's just like a little game for me as well on top of the game. But I
had been doing that for a while. This game, I knew. Well, it was once the First Impression killed the Galvantula, I was like, okay, I need to not lose the Corviknight and find a way to win. It's time to take some more time.
That was a fire Aromatisse set, though. Like, it really was.
This was a really fun battle. Like, it was fast. This is exactly what the timer was there for. It was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different strategy that went within it. I think it was like back and forth. Came down to misses and rolls. And I mean, at the end of, I don't think people want to hear, but that's like the best kind of a Pokemon game. If you have rolls that determine the biggest things, it's as close as it possibly could be.
Yeah.
It's not hacks.
If Haxorus didn't kill Galvantula, I could have changed. Surely, I didn't even think it was like that important. I was like, damn.
If Haxorus is down, and then my thing to deal with your Corviknights around, then you can still win, but you're on the back foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like the Gyarados you brought, by the way, because I was also debating Bandit Haxorus, which actually would have been really cool versus your build, to just click immediately, like honestly, just immediately. But damn, that's a nice bulky Gyarados. I'm assuming it takes 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm just happy that Drakloak killed Gyarados. That's all that was there. That's all that was there.
And I went for the Dragon Dance of like, let's hedge my bets. Like, I can do whatever I need to next turn. Like, I can outspeed things and taunt if I need to. Like, I can, whatever I need to do, I should be fine. I don't have to worry about anything. I just never in my mind would have expected Scarf Drakloak. I don't know. I didn't know why you even brought it. I found out quick.
It's a little bit of a tough decision because I obviously want to put my new Pokemon in the thumbnail because I mean, who the hell uses Drakloak, right? Or who uses Pangoro? Because they both did well. But then Haxorus kind of like stole the show. I don't know. It's very tough.
When you have a Pokemon that you're able to bring 4 times in the season, like very similar sets, all of a sudden it's like that Mon, that's the MVP. Put it in every thumbnail. It deserves it. Haxorus is on fire.
Maybe I'll put Drakloak though, just so I can do it, just so it looks cool. I'm gonna tell them. Thumbnail, Drakloak Unleashed.
Oh man.
I love your names, by the way, on your Mons.
Oh, thank you. I put a lot of time in. It's important. I named Corviknight, Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Felt really good about it. Flames out in the playoffs was a terrible decision. I don't know what I've done to my season. I might have cursed this. It's not a great time.
Overall, though, it was a very quick, fast-paced, like fun game, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
That's one of those like loss win. I'm gonna have a smile afterwards, no matter what. Big fan of that.
I'm happy. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. Like we always have really like close games. Last season of WBE, I think it was like a 1-0 in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. We had one in the playoffs that came down. I think the last turn to a roll, and then
and like a double on Mesprit as well.
Yep. Well, yeah, and that was the first one he played. It came down to the double. Yeah, no, it's each one of these have come down to like one little thing, and it's been
fun. Really,
really good. We won't talk about who won all of them. It was just really close each time.
Yes.
somebody won after it was really close. That was the big thing.
Did I win all of them?
No, somebody did. Yeah, somebody won every single one of these battles. They were all very close.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end on that. Check out John. I don't remember that, but check out John. His link will be down below. I can't wait to see your side tomorrow. And yeah, guys, you can pick up the Drop a Dreepy merch if you want. You have anything else to say? Anything you want to say, bro?
No, I think we got everything there. Great battle, and do my best to see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.